What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about this other controversy that is going on right now, which is the ISO8 Tier 2 and the restrictions for the Doom raids and how it's affecting everyone. And I'm gonna give my experience because it's affecting me quite a lot, and as it seems there was some changes already, so it's funny that whenever they want to fix something they can do it in 24 hours, but other things it takes weeks and weeks and months to fix. But we'll take a look at this post, and we will take a look at the game to see what's going on and the difficulties I'm having and the problems that now showed up, and if there is going to be any compensation for this or not. So it's going to be quite interesting. So like always, if you like the information on this video, share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. It really helps me out when you do that. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. If you are subscribed before, make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube is removing the subscriptions for many people, and turn on notifications. Someone yesterday sent me a message that they cannot even turn on notifications. It's just crazy. And what else? And make sure you smash that like button and comment, because it helps more than you can possibly imagine when you do that type of stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at this blog post and then talk about this problem in the game. The Tier 2 ISO8 and the restrictions on the Doom raid is just ridiculous. So hello all, we want to address a few topics and issues following the 5.4 update. Okay, so even before we start, what I just find hilarious is that they made an announcement about this like 2 weeks ago, and we had no time to prepare. If they wanted to do a change as big as this one, making restrictions to the raids and so on, they should have announced it very clearly on what they want to do like 2 months ago, so at least we could prepare the characters. Now with 2 weeks or 1 week or what time passed, it's not enough. Just this alone is crazy, and it really shows that they don't give a shit about us, or they don't care about us. I'm gonna try to stay calm, but this is just ridiculous. Okay, so let's continue with this crazy nonsense. We will be changing the amount of ions required for upgrading the matrix from Tier 1 to Tier 2 from 10,000 to 500. This is irrelevant. This is not a problem, but thank you, I guess. It will save us 9,500 ions. It's so irrelevant, this part. The problem is not this. If you have already upgraded the matrix with 10,000 ions, we'll be sending compensation in the next few weeks. Okay, great, thank you, but this is irrelevant. Doom 1 raids currently need 5 characters with Tier 1 ISO8 crystals equipped in order to enter. This was an intended side effect of the ISO8 requirements. This has now been fixed. The intended amount to enter is 1 character at a Tier 1 level 5 ISO8. No, it's not 1 character, it's all the characters, because you still need all the characters. So taking a look at what's going on in the game when you enter in the raids, once again, like, I'm dyslexic, maybe I have some problem reading, but they say that the amount required is 1 character. I'm gonna show you again. The intended amount to enter is 1 character at Tier 1 ISO8. This is not true, because when you go into the game, this doesn't happen. You engage on the node, and the only characters that show up is the characters that are at Tier 1 level 5 ISO8. So once again, or my dyslexia makes me really stupid, or once again they write something that does not represent in the game. Okay, we don't need 5, but we need more. It's not just 1 character, we need all of them at level 1. But yes, now we can play with 1 character, because that's gonna make a huge difference, right? With Bishop alone, I'm gonna one-shot the node. This is so absurd that I don't even know what to say. It's beyond stupid. I really don't understand. Are these people so brain dead? I don't know what to think about this. It's so ridiculous. But once again, let's go back to the blog post. So what So I'm gonna read it again because maybe I'm reading it wrong. This was not intended. This has now been fixed. The intended amount to enter is 1 character at a tier 1 level 5 isolate. So the minimum amount, or you can enter with 1 character. Okay, that's fine, but how is 1 character supposed to solo 1 node? If it would be like 1 character at level 5 and the other characters at level 4, okay, that would make sense. But with 1 character, what's the point? Tell me. But at least, okay, so at least this fixes one of the problems, and let's go jump into the game once again, because one of the problems I was having is that I was not being able to finish these missions, complete 8 battles in raids. Okay, now I can enter in the node and time out in order to get these strike tokens, otherwise I would not even be able to do these. And has anyone considered the impact that this will have in the economy of your account? Because if you are not able to finish the nodes, this is thousands of gold that you are not getting. Because I would be able to solo all these nodes all the way up here, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 nodes. 7 times 14, it's so 98,000 gold that is going to waste, plus 1,000 raid credits that I will not obtain, plus the purple gear that no one cares, plus this purple trash that no one cares as well. I only have 71,000. At least allow me a way to convert this into something more useful. There are so many other games like Diablo 3 and something, or Path of Exile, that you can use trash materials and convert them into better ones, like you have with ISO 8. So why can we not do this with these materials? And then we also have this orange gear that right now this is one of the biggest bottlenecks that I'm having. So bio gear, tech gear, and more bio gear, and so on. So has anyone thought about this? Has anyone thought about how this is going to affect your raid seasons? Right now it seems that you should go back to Ultima 7 in case you want to have a decent amount of raid seasons. Do you want more T4s on the raid seasons and more Silver Surfer shards? Has anyone thought about this? Now all these rewards are going to be impacted. If you had any plans of getting Silver Surfer at any decent level, well, say goodbye to them, because now you are not going to be able to get any of these orbs and none of these Silver Surfer shards. It was already hard before. My alliance was doing the 37, I think. It was the maximum we reached. Now it will be lucky if we'll get the 34, maybe. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. So not only is impacting us on our ability to get these tier 15 Orb Fragments, plus the Silver Surfer shards, plus at least 100k gold per day, plus at least 1,000 credits per day, plus a bunch of purple gear and orange gear. Is anyone thinking about this on the impact of the economy? This is like they are trying to push, I don't know, some equity that everyone gets the same. So if you are doing Ultima 7 and if you are doing the Doom raids, the jump is not so big. I guess that's the point, forcing some equity on everyone on the highest levels of raids to be more on the same level as the people who are still doing Ultima 7. I really can't understand this, but it's just ridiculous. It baffles my mind, the kind of idiocracy that we have going on in this company. Or they are doing this on purpose, or I really don't know what to think. It's just ridiculous. You guys let me know what you think about this. Has anyone thought on the impact that this has on the economy of the game? We are already bottlenecked on the raid credits, on the gold, and on the orange materials, so this is going to be even worse. In a week it's almost 1 million gold that you don't obtain. that you'd normally obtain. It's just crazy. Okay, so let's continue with this nonsense. Inbox messages and alliance, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about these? No one cares about these. Make the game work properly, then worry about the chat. Who cares about these? It's ridiculous. War is not currently reflecting the power of the team members correctly. We are currently working to fix this. Okay, thank you, but yeah. People are already being impacted by this because they are facing teams that they don't reflect the power correctly, and they are losing matches that they shouldn't lose. So very interesting as well. So let's continue. We will also have more ways to earn tier 1 ISO weights. We have also included this information in our usually Friday blog. However, we want to let you know a little bit early that there has been inquiries on this topic. So the blog post will be today, so let's see what kind of nonsense we'll be facing there, and the information that they will give us. Campaign Mischief. The upcoming Campaign Mischief event will reward ISO weight resources, including the tier 1 ions fragments, basic and premium tier 1 ISO weight fragments, tier 1 ISO weight crystals. Players who collected all their free energy and refills with their energy, they will be able to earn 60 controller ISO weight crystals for each attribute, as well as other milestone rewards. So this is interesting. I guess this is the good part about this, is that with this campaign we'll have some milestones, and I hope they will do this for every other event. So we'll have this campaign right here, view. We cannot access this yet on the campaign map. I don't know exactly why, but supposedly we will do this, and we'll get the normal orbs that have some interesting characters there, and we'll also get some milestones with ions. So that's good. They only did that one time when the ions were first released. Now they are not giving us any of the tier 2 ions, and the ISO weight is just crazy. And in terms of the orbs, there are some interesting characters here. Of course, the most important one will be Philavel, and but there are some interesting characters here as well. Let's take a look. So we have a Bishop. For me, Bishop right now is a priority. I want to get him at 7 red star, yellow star as fast as possible. Then we have Kitty Pryde. Supposedly she's going to be the next battle pass, and honestly, like I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this battle pass, because she's okay, but she's not that great. Then we have Moon Knight. We have some other characters that you need for legendary requirements and so on. Then we have Yo-Yo, which is right now on the red store, but like this you get her a little bit faster. You have tons of characters that are on the Blitz store. You have Nobu, that is on the War store, of course, legendary Nobu, you really need that one. And yeah, so there are 3 or 4 characters here, apart from Philavel, that are decent. Other characters not so much. And yeah, so, but if you're getting those ISO weight rewards from milestones, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so let's continue with this nonsense. Tier 1 ISO weight calendar kicking off June 25th, so 20 days from now. Log in every day in order to get Tier 1 ISO weight orb fragments, basic fragments, premium orb fragments. Players who log in for all the 7 days will get 40 basics, so that's 120 basic crystals, so nothing special. And then 10 premium, that's okay, I guess, and 10 tier 1 ion orbs, so that will give you a nice amount. On average, I think you get like 50,000, so that's 500,000 on average. If you are on a good seed, maybe you'll get over 1 million, so that's interesting. But still, in 20 days we will lose so 3 million gold and thousands and 30,000 braid credits and all of the purple gear and orange gear. What is up with this nonsense? Okay, thank you, but give me compensation for all the red nodes that I cannot do now with these restrictions. It's ridiculous. I don't understand this equity that they are trying to force on us. Then we have extra tier 1 ISO weight orbs going live with the next version 5.5, which will come in 6 weeks. So the next patch will be extremely delayed. Will be the addition of a basic tier 1 isolate orb fragments on the isolate campaign nodes. Thank you for the feedback, blah blah blah. Okay, so what this means, we go back into the game, campaign isolate, and we'll compare to the normal campaign. So here we get the crystals and some purple gear and the ions and some gold. Okay, that's fine. When we compare with the normal campaign nodes, we get these 50 basic orb fragments, and I'm almost sure that this is what we are going to get on this isolate campaign. Is instead of getting basic orb fragments, we are going to get the basic basic tier 1 isolate orb fragments, and probably it's going to be 50 50 fragments per every time you win this nonsense. So you get 500 when you complete a node, and that will result in probably 4 basic orbs per day. That will result in, on average, 12 or 15 extra tier 1 level 1 isolate crystals. What a effing joke. This is so ridiculous. This is such a nonsense. It's unbelievable. I really don't know what these guys are thinking. And some of the changes, they only affect whales, but this one affects way more than whales. It affects at least everyone that is on the 1%, if not the 2 to 3% of the alliances that are raiding. All these people here. Right now I'm on top 100 barely. We are just barely making top 100, and we were doing fine 60 and 80. So for sure this is going to affect tons and tons of people. It's just ridiculous, and this is like shooting yourself in the foot, but not with a handgun. It's with a shotgun, and half of your feet gets deleted. This is so ridiculous. I really can't understand what these guys are thinking on. Okay, before, like, some of their decisions, I understand that it's business and so on, but this is one of the worst decisions they ever made. They are making so many people having this problem is just crazy. But you guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Am I right on what I'm saying or not? Are people even considering this? How much impact it will have in the gaming economy and so on? Or am I just exaggerating and it's all fine and dandy? Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button like a boss. And if you found the information helpful, share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. Let's get all outraged and once again rate the app with 1 star, because this is one of the ways we can protest. And like I said before, if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Mob Strike Force content. If you're subscribing in the past, make sure you are still subscribed and turn on notifications. And I will catch you guys later.